Hello YouTube, welcome back to the proof room. Today is a very special day. We get to run our blackberry brandy through our still. In the last video, we made our blackberry brandy wash. If you missed that video, I'll put a link up here in the top left hand corner and also in the description below. Now the first thing that we have to do to get this plugged into our still is to strain some of the berries out of our wash. And what I'm going to use to do that is just a basic colander. And the reason why we're going to strain the berries off the top and we don't want to put them in our still is we don't want it to scorch on our elements. Being we're using direct fire elements, any chunky stuff that we put into that still will burn to our elements and give an off flavor to our spirits. So we're gonna get started, we're gonna get right into it and get this stuff skimmed off. Alright guys, it was a long night. It is the next day now. I have let this stuff sit. We got about 2.5 gallons total here. And I'm gonna do our cuts based on taste. I've kind of went through and tasted all these and I have them labeled as they come off the still. I know for sure this is our heads and this is about where our tails start. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna keep this or not either. But these 3 jars 100% are going in the pot. Alright. Now this one come off the still at about 70%. I'm going to go ahead and crack her open here. Take a sniff. Yeah. Just stick my finger in, take a taste. Yeah, I think that's still good. At the end of this jar, I really started to get some tails, some kind of wet cardboard taste, some wet dog, some people say. But I'm gonna include this in our 3 cup jars here and call this hearts. This 100% I know is tails. The total percentage is about 50% alcohol in here. Yeah, it has a unique taste. You can kind of see it. It's a little more cloudy, a little hazy. More of that cardboard or wet cardboard taste. And directly following this jar is when I cut for tails. And when I cut for tails, she really dropped off. This is the end of the run here. This was 20%. This, I know for sure, is no good. So I think what I'm gonna do is mix. We'll set these up here. Is put all these in a pot. And proof them down. If you guys have any ideas here, I think I'll probably go right about to 55% to start. Start out at 55%. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to do with it all yet. Some of it I'd like to age on oak just to see kind of where it falls in some oaking. Some of it I'd like maybe to make some kind of blackberry pie, or if you have any recipes, guys, leave it in the comment below. If you have any ideas of what I should do with this stuff, what you'd like to see me do with some of this brandy, let me know. I will tell you, coming off the still, this is probably the best product that I've had come off the still yet. Our plans changed a little bit as we got into the run. I wanted to run our 2-inch oak stills column like a pot still. But I wasn't sure that I had the ability or I'd have enough product to run this twice. I'm glad I didn't, and I did end up running it as a reflux column with a small amount of reflux going, just a passive reflux, real tiny amount of water running through the reflux condenser. It cleaned it up very, very nice. It tastes amazing. And like I said, guys, this is probably the best product I've ever made. One of the problems I ran into with the reflux column and using a PID is that that element pulses and it drops the alcohol vapor out of your column, and then when the element turns back on, it pushes it all the way up to the top. It was extremely hard to get a good balance, but we made it work. This run took about 14 hours in total. I ran it as slow as possible just to try to get it as clean as I could, and it came off very tasty. Alright guys, make sure you give us a big thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button if you liked what you saw here today. If you're interested in getting notifications every time we put out a new video, it's usually about once a week, go ahead and hit the little bell icon. You'll get a pop-up on your phone every time we put out a new video. Have an awesome week, guys.